Hello and welcome back to episode 8 of Faster Than Light Dying with Style. We'll be continuing our adventure without the exploding ship this time. Onward to the next sector. I think I'll be exploring the Mantis sector, as that has plenty of nebula in it, and I love me some nebula. Poorly charted and known to have Mantis. That sounds like a good sign. Now we have a quest in this area, which means we'll be heading up the very top of the map and losing out on all of this. But we're going to be a little bit more cautious this run through and keep away from as much of the approaching fleet as possible, as last time they blew us up. This is a sticky situation, so we'll be sending in you two there and you two there. When I say two, that means two, not one. There we go. Now this is going to be one of those fights that for my crew, are just genuinely inexperienced, so these two up here are probably going to lose. But I'm not going to let them die. I'm going to move them straight into the med bay. Yes, it is powered. So when that's destroyed, we'll move them in there and they'll fight in the med bay and everyone wins. By everyone I mean me. Well, apparently Shirai is useless at putting out fires, but that's okay, as we seem to have sorted that. So Lot goes back on guns, Pain assumedly on shields. I think actually Pain was piloting the ship and Dick was on shields. But it doesn't matter at this point, because there's too much fire to really worry about it. So hopefully our Fast and Light drive will charge now. Or the ship will just burn in a zero oxygen environment, that'll happen too. Right, we need to jump straight out of here. Probably into danger, but straight out of that situation as soon as we can. Ah yes, straight into danger indeed. So we'll target... Their weapons don't look that dangerous, but I think that is a two-shot laser, so we will want to take it down, or that cutter's going to blow through us. Turn auto-fire on. Close the doors, and I could use Dick to man the engines to allow Shirai over here to get to the med bay, so let's do that. Do some multitasking. And then Lot's hurt too, but that's not so terrible. Again, using door control to fix that problem. Seems to be going well so far, but there's an awful lot of fire happening on my ship. Could be that a sign of things to come? I don't know why I said could be that instead of could that be, but... Apparently words and me just aren't the best of friends lately. Although with their weapons disabled, it doesn't really matter at this point, as I won't be exploding in a blaze of glory until at least after this sector, I would hope, as I seem to be chugging along just fine so far. With each death, I am hoping to get slightly further than I did last time, so you guys aren't just watching me fail at the same thing repeatedly. There's at least some progression. Oh good, we get a firebomb. Now, usually I don't like this sort of weapon, and obviously powering it's going to be a bit of a difficulty, but there's a distress call and a quest. Aren't we lucky? Now, if I take this sector, we can go to the quest, hit the distress beacon, and we might be able to reach that unvisited location, so let's try that. Oh my. That's a very, very big looking Mantis ship for this early on. And Now, they ported into my medbay. It would have been lovely if they engaged someone in there, because they've gone straight into my door control, which is bad. Because if I want to make them suffocate, I'll need the door control. So I'm going to move some people into the medbay, and then I'm going to open this door and just hope that they decide to take that route. They did indeed. Lovely. Although they are also carving up my ship. Well, it'll be a slow fight, but hopefully it'll go well. So I'm just going to use my NG to patch this up. Then I'm going to put him back on shield, so just in case. Yeah, because they just ported straight off my ship. And Lot, who is my weapon expert, can go back on there. As long as they don't fire both their weapons at once, I should be alright. It's if they manage to take out my shield and fire that simultaneously that I'm going to start taking a lot of damage. And that's no fun. At least not for me. I mean, it's fun for them. Obviously. It's their only purpose. I mean, otherwise they'd come to this sector with maybe more than one shield bubble. I mean, what kind of idiot does that? Obviously the kind of idiot that just sits there with nothing to say as his weapon charges. Oh. At this moment in time I feel like I should have something pre-prepared to read, but I was really hoping that fights would go a bit more exciting than this. Alas, it is early on in the game, and I have piled up a lovely 89 scrap, so let's see what my quest has to offer me. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar would be proud. Right, well, I can't use my Artemis missile as I usually would in a situation like this where he's got a missile and I want to take him out as quickly as possible. What we'll be doing is crossing our fingers, really, because there's not much I can do at this point. I probably should have spent this scrap and got this firebomb working, but I tend to aim for more shields than that. What I really should do is get a drone control to get exactly what he's got there, pump up my shields, and then they'll intercept missiles. But the only problem is that it's systems like this, which teleport the explosives onto the enemy ship rather than firing them, and drones can't really intercept that. Especially when it's a firebomb. They are wonderful for taking out a system. For example, if I wanted to take out their oxygen, it'd be brilliant to put a firebomb in there. The only problem is that's a long and strenuous process waiting for them to suffocate, so usually I just go for blowing them. Ah, now that I don't want to happen. I'm going to accept that, because I don't think I can blow them up before they warp out. And I don't want to take the chance of completely losing out, so I'm going to see if I can't get another bubble of shield. And I can. And the power for it, so that's perfecto. I'll upgrade my weapons next. And we'll jump and see what the distress is all about. Oh well. 15 scrap, that's pretty good. And a store. So we're going to head back towards the approaching fleet. Not too close, but just close enough to check out this sector. Ah, cheapo repairs. I do like cheapo. Unfortunately that has spent the scrap we were hoping to earn to see what there was at the store. It's all stuff I can't afford. We're going to buy one fuel just to make sure we're topped up, and we're going to explore the rest of the sector that we can really get to, and then we're going to head on out. Ah, the crazy, crazy mantis. They'll be walking onto our ship, won't they? Yes, they will. I should really upgrade door controls faster than this, but I never remember to. Of course they're going to go for our oxygen. We're just going to we're just going to retreat to the med bay and pretty much open the ship up for suffocation. So they can have that unoxygenated half of the ship, and it draws them straight into the med bay. That's pretty much the best outcome I could have hoped for there, because there was no way I was going to win a straight up fight with extra damage mantis, but in a med bay I can at least fight them for as long as I need to. It's always funny to me when I've deoxygenated a part of the ship, you can see that by the fact it's still red, and then fires start in it. Oh well. The fact I deoxygenated the rooms recently must have just helped. Luck seems to be on my side at the moment. I have just jinxed myself. I jinxed myself there, and I know I did, because they walked out just before they died, leaving all of their crew intact. Damaged, but intact, on their ship. If I could have at least taken 2 of them out, it would have been difficult for them to repair the systems I've been damaging, which it generally is for Mantis because they repair at half speed, but they can still put 4 crew members in there and get them repaired up lickety-split. I'm still using the oxygen strategy for getting rid of stuff because we're definitely winning this fight, and I just don't want to take any chances of my crew members getting shot by something nasty in a deoxygenated room and biting it. So I'm going to take a moment, a boring moment, to... well, that's just reminded me it's a bad idea to take a moment for waiting for the oxygen to come back, because my ship is periodically lighting itself on fire. Please don't tell me I'm about to lose oxygen to that. I am. And that's the one damage to the ship I've actually taken this... I'm just going to jump before that happens again. That's very annoying, because I think I did rather well there, and then... Now, hopefully I'll get a Mantis member and not one of my crew killed. Yes! So, we get a... Oh, a human? Oh, I was hoping for a Mantis crew member. That's a huge letdown. Oh well. We've got someone with a vaguely female-sounding name using the male model. I'm assuming that's Nicola. I can't read that any other way, and it's definitely the male model, but oh well. That seems to be the theme I went with, so maybe the game's just going with me on that. So we'll put everyone back in their vaguely oxygenated rooms. Now, I like to double up crew members I have in rooms, and usually I'll leave someone useful in each room, but it seems to be we just have a load of humans right now. Again, the game's been unintentionally racist with crew allocation. But beggars can't be choosers. Now, if I side with the fugitive ship, it could turn out to be a trap, and the Mantis on board takes out one of my systems. If I agree to offer them up in chance for a bounty, they could have been a willing crew member. So I'm going to hope I get a Mantis crew member on side with the NG ship. No, they sabotaged my ship and teleported away. So they've taken out my... I don't know, they must have just done some damage to me because all my systems are working. Right, well that's actually a very well adapted ship. So I'm going to have to go for their weapons, I think. Yes, well, thank goodness that actually hit, because that's going to take down my shields and leave them down for quite a while, and that's just going to tear through my unshielded ship, so I need to definitely constantly target their weapons and not let up. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bad time. Also, it does seem to be a very well-rounded ship design they've got here. They seem to have a system in every room, they've got a defense drone, they've set up their weapons properly, and yet I'm having an easier time with this fight than some of the crap ship designs have come up against. That's worrying, to be honest. It's a weird... I'm going to take a chance that I'll encounter a rebel ship just to check out this last sector. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Mantis. And of course, straight away my oxygen gets taken out. I don't know why this game seems to have a vendetta against my oxygen, but this run through has certainly been strenuous on the oxygen supplies. Now, as long as they keep just that laser powered, it should be okay. Or I'll just depower that laser as well and they'll be sitting ducks, but, you know, whatever works. And a miss. That would have blown their ship up, and I'm now just sitting here waiting for the next volley to take them out. That's very frustrating. It's not like they're actually going to do anything. No, they're just going to explode. Lovely. And some more scrap, almost enough to... If I make that upgrade and take one more power bar, then I'll need to depower maybe my med bay, but I'll be able to use my firebomb. Now, I'm not going to do that straight away, I'm just going to leave that in reserve, but it is there in case I need it. And thankfully, the exit is out of the range of the approaching fleet, and I get scrap and a system repair drone. So I'll see you on the next episode of Faster Than Light Dying with Style, where hopefully more happens.